Palm Springs is a wonderland of mid-century architecture and aesthetics, but in the mid-1960s, this was built. This is the historic Caliente Tropics Hotel. Caliente Tropics in Palm Springs opened in 1964 as the Tropics Motor Hotel, one of developer Ken Kimes Sr.'s many roadside motels. But he had 5 Polynesian-themed Tropics locations. Sister hotels were in Indio, Modesto, Blythe, and Rosemead. In the mid-century heyday, the Palm Springs Tropics featured a purple supper club called the Congo Room, overlooking the pool and a subterranean cocktail lounge, the Cellar. Legend has it that it was a favorite spot for Sinatra and the boys. The lush grounds were dotted with original tiki figures and decor, much of it supplied by Oceanic Arts, with carvings by noted artist Ed Chrisman, which still anchor the property's classic tiki feel. And stick around to the very end because I'm dropping a huge announcement of a one-of-a-kind Breezeway event happening right here in January 2026. I always find it wild when something like this has persisted over the years, has survived all of like the 80s and 90s and remodeling and all that kind of thing. And here we are in like a false Polynesian Eden in Palm Springs, in the middle of the desert. And the best thing about it is they keep adding new things to this place, like this tiki carved by my buddy, Tiki Ray. Very cool. Traditional Marquesan style. Now you enter through this massive A-frame, and it's a metaphorical transportation into a different world, a world of Polynesia in the middle of the desert. Check out the A-frame, and then there's this, you know, it's funny because this is an African figure, but you know, in the mid-century Polynesian craze, historical context or relevancy wasn't always on everybody's mind. It was more like, did this kind of fit the aesthetic? So we're gonna come by here. This is the entrance to the Reef Bar. And a lot of this stuff is authentic to the place from back in that era, like this carving here on this A-frame. You can see these 2 spears. The tiki up there was added more recently, like within the last decade or so. But I believe this boat here is from probably Oceanic Arts. And then there's the logo of the Reef. Now, Viva Las Vegas is currently throwing a car show here at the Tropics, which is so amazing because you get these amazing cars in front of this mid-century aesthetic. And actually, a bunch of our Breezetonian friends are here. Friends from the Breezeway. But look at these cars in front of this incredible 1964 built Tiki Motel. The reason I call it a motel is because you can drive, you motor right into the hotel. Okay, let's go to the pool. All throughout the grounds are these Ed Chrisman carved tikis, and these are authentic to 1964. When you go into this backyard area here, you know, there used to be a like a cement thing with Anna Nicole Smith's signature in it, and sadly that is gone. But portions of this place are still very much kind of in ruins. It's like, how did this survive all of the years of remodeling and tiki falling out of popularity and then coming back? And this grass right here was where the very first Tiki Oasis Festival was held. And if I spin the camera around, that is where the very first Hula Girls concert at Caliente Tropics was. And that was for an event called Tiki Caliente. That was the second one ever held in the existence of the whole thing. The fact that my band was part of that and like the second one ever, it's pretty cool. And while they've tried to preserve a lot of the tikis, a lot of them have succumbed to nature. And I'll tell you, there's one tiki in particular that I'm gonna save to the very last because it's shocking. I always thought it was just like this big head, but it turned out this tiki was actually like 20 feet tall. And so we're gonna see that at the very end. As we walk through here, you can see these cabanas with these really cool ceramic things here. There are even some tikis that if you don't know where they are, you would totally miss them, like these right here. Look at that right there. Very cool. Come around here. Do you see that? right here. Amazing. There's a stone moai. I believe this is more recent than, like, it's not one of the historic tikis, and a tribute to one of our friends from the tiki community, Big Ed, the tiki broker back there. But let's keep moving along here. In the early 2000s, the new owners of the hotel were all about bringing the tiki aesthetic back to this hotel. Instead of like trying to strip it of tiki and like rebrand it as like some oddly shaped modern hotel, they went, this is a tiki hotel and this should be a tiki hotel. So they leaned into it and they enlisted the help of mid-century modernist tiki carver Bosco to create names for each of like the sections of the hotels. So this one right here is the Fatuna. This is the Tuvalu. I don't know how to say that one. But look at this Ed Chrisman tiki. And like a lot of them have been reinforced and sealed, and it's so great to see these things still surviving after all these years. This is the Cook Island section. And then Tuvalu. The other sections are Easter Island, Fatuhiva, and the Austral Island. Hey, man. Dude, this is the owner of the Reef. What's that?
Saw you over at Buzzy. How are you?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
You want to talk for a minute?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. I just ran into Rory, who owns the Reef and Sancho's.
The Cantina.
Yeah.
I do Tiki Caliente. I do Circa Caliente.
Yeah. And you're kind of the ambassador of this hotel, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm the... I've been here a lot of years.
You've been here a lot of years. And so Tiki Caliente started when?
2008. And in 2008, the front was a restaurant called La Casita.
Right.
And Hawaiian Bill's just closed down in the back, so it was vacant. So the Reef was vacant for almost 10 years.
I know. And it was sad, sad times.
No, but I remember seeing the old photos of you there before there was the Hula Girls, when you were part of the Smoke and Menahunis. In 3 or 4 years ago, I think I showed you, I found the steering wheel that was on the stage behind you.
Oh, wow.
It's on the actual gate of the Reef. So that was in a storage unit at the airport here. Yeah.
The photo that you saw was from Tiki Oasis like 3 or 4.
Okay.
So I don't know how long ago that was.
So did Oasis 1 have you guys playing there? Or did you guys only start on the 3rd?
Maybe the 3rd, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know Tiki Oasis when I started Tiki Caliente.
No way, really?
The reason I did it is I'm good friends with Jay Naylor, Shag's partner.
Oh,
It's the Shag store.
Yeah, okay.
And I used to drive down from Newport Beach to buy art from M Modern before there was the Shag store. Jay's like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing an event because the 5-year anniversary of this Tiki art show I did is coming up. I'm like, I could do it, I'm sure. So I run bars.
And then like 20 years later?
Yeah, there you go. And I didn't
are.
know. So yeah, it makes no sense. And then it was supposed to be a one-time event because we didn't do it the next year.
Yeah.
And the economy, for anyone who remembers, 2008 was terrible.
Oh, okay.
2009. So we came back in 2010 when somebody bought out the restaurants.
Okay.
And opened the Trops, which failed miserably.
Yeah. And that was a big remodel, right?
That was a big remodel where the guy put the vintage motorcycle wallpaper up.
Oh,
and I actually stole the color for the Reef, which is called like Happy Green or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So I did steal that color.
Right.
But their liquor license, when they took over the building, opened the bar restaurants, were supposed to, the Trops. One of their ex-employees that never got paid went after them. They put a hold on the liquor license.
Wow.
So they opened without a liquor license, and I brought Trio's liquor license on because I was running Trio Bar at that point.
Oh, that's how you...
Yeah, so none of this makes sense,
okay.
but it all pieces together.
Totally.
Yeah.
The Hula Girls played the second Tiki Caliente.
Yeah, you played a couple. You played here and next door.
Yeah, we played a bunch, but,
Yeah.
but I think we played this very second one.
I believe so.
And it was like 112 or something.
It's Caliente.
Dude, it was Caliente for sure. Yeah.
Well, the best was, I don't remember if it was year 4 and 5 when we put you on the stage next to the pool.
Yeah.
And I had to walk the property with my insurance agent because you have to have insurance for an event. And he's like, this isn't kosher having the stage right next to it. What happens if somebody drops a mic in the pool?
Yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah, but it was a smaller event, so it only would have killed like 12 people.
It made for great photos. It was dramatic
Awesome
photos. Yeah.
The photo of you guys and Tikiyaki Orchestra.
Uh-huh.
And if you remember, that was the weekend the A-frame here went down.
It dropped.
Dropped here.
Yeah.
Which was the Rapture.
Right.
Yeah, so we were next door. And at St. Pine Disco.
Because you were banished from this place, right? For whatever reason.
I wouldn't say we were banished as much as okay, I would use it. It actually sounds sexier. The old owner of this hotel really didn't like tiki people. That sounds like a stereotype or a joke.
Okay.
But I actually have the email, and I think Otto still has it, where when Otto was trying to renegotiate his contract here for the for Tiki Oasis, the owner of the hotel linked a conversation between him and the manager, and everybody was telling, all the tiki people were telling what he should do to make it better. And he got sick of talking to him because he just wanted a hotel that was low income.
Well, and in tiki, like everybody has their opinions about how to make this more tiki and like more era correct, I guess. Amazing. So when did you open the Reef again?
We opened the Reef in 2017.
Okay. And
so we're going on 8 years.
People have great things to say about it.
We've got 3, possibly 4 tiki bars if you consider Toucans and Palm Springs. All of them are great for different reasons. I mean, I saw your bootlegger. I was saying bootlegger has great drinks.
Yeah, totally.
They don't do the volume of the Tonga Hut or the Reef.
Well, it's just a small place. Yeah.
Tonga Hut does a lot of tourist and bachelorette parties. So they're dealing with a different clientele. So they do like karaoke night and disco that some of the tiki people don't like.
Oh, right.
But it pays the bills.
Right. I know it's kind of like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know?
We had 30 days to decorate the place because the liquor license would have been infringed on if we took more. So that's why we did a lot of wallpaper. So I always like that we look like a B movie set. To me, it's like a bad landscape background wallpaper.
Sure.
But now there's enough stuff.
Yeah, you've really filled it up for sure. And the drinks were great. Last time I was here, I haven't had any drinks on this trip, but the drinks I had last time were great. There was one that was like marshmallow. What was the?
Or you're talking about?
It's on the secret menu.
Secret menu. The 2 that I would go by are the Dark Arts, which is based off the one in Fort Lauderdale, which is the
Black Magic. Right,
and the one you're talking about is the Ambrosia.
The Ambrosia.
Yeah.
So
Cameron's
good.
here, one of the best bartenders. So if you need the mixology, I got the best mixologist here right now. And you'll be here for the band tonight?
Yeah.
Good.
Stick around.
I might come back or get back from my disco nap.
Cool. All right. Well, great talking to you.
Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you later. There is one tiki that I feel like everybody misses when they come to the Caliente Tropics. And it's right here on the front corner. And I think this is one of the best carvings of the whole place. And he's right here. Look at this. The only problem is part of his mouth was like bit off by another tiki or something. I don't know what bit it off, but look at that. And then at the very top, there it is up there too. And by the magic of modern cinema, I'm gonna get you a shot of this that almost nobody else has ever gotten. Ta-da. There is a stone moai over here by the pool. Check out this guy. I believe this was original to the year. And then the pool, if you look at it from this angle, you go, all right, that's like an oddly shaped swimming pool. But when you look at it from the air, all of a sudden you go, oh, T for tropics. How about that? During one of the tiki oases, I remember Crazy Al out here. He was carving tikis with an angle grinder. Can you even believe that? Okay, now I'm gonna show you the wildest thing about this whole place. And this has been here, it's been here since the beginning. And I remember this was the most iconic tiki, especially the era of like Tiki Oasis. We'd all be so stoked to see this guy. Wow, we were so backlit. This guy. Wait, where is he? Son of a bitch. But this was like the signature trademark tiki of the whole place. And they used to be super tall. And I only came across the photo like in the last, I don't know how long, but it was like shocking to see how tall he used to be. I think when I actually found the photo, I let out an audible gasp. I was like, what? Dude, this thing was so big. And now it's just kind of a head and a stump. And the sad thing is that over the years, even since I've been around here, like in the last, I guess, 20 years, his headdress, his thing around his head, he's lost all of his root ball. It's actually an upside down palm tree root ball, and that's how they get like kind of the hair. So very sad times for Mr. Tiki. And of course he looks great during the daytime, but at nighttime, this guy really comes alive. The beginning of this episode, I teased the idea of something going on, an event in Palm Springs. After having that conversation with Rory about Tiki Caliente, I thought, why don't we do a Breezeway weekender? So the Breezeway Getaway takes place on January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Go to the website for more information. And the reason why I'm mentioning this Tiki here is because who else to have as the Tiki mug for the event but this guy? And my buddy Alex is currently sculpting the new mug. So I'm so excited to present what should be an incredible weekend. And hopefully I will see you in Palm Springs. Aloha.